You're watching KWQC TV, the news leader, making a difference in the Quad Cities. Live from the KWQC Broadcast Center in downtown Davenport with Morgan Ottier and Kiel. This is Quad Cities Live.
Today on QCL, shrinking under eye bags and smoothing wrinkles in just 10 minutes, we are putting a product called Plexiderm to the test.
Plus, if your home could use a little more life during the winter months, we've got you covered. We're talking houseplants with Eve's Gardening Greenhouse.
And the QC Environmental Film Series kicks off in just a couple of weeks. We'll preview the important documentaries being shown and get the details on why these films were chosen. That's where we begin on this Monday, January 5th. Welcome to Quad Cities Live. Thank you for joining us. Happy New Year to everybody. Thanks for being with us today. I'm Morgan Ottier.
Yeah, it's good to be back with you all. I'm Kiel. The QC Environmental Film Series is an annual initiative encouraging grassroots activism within our community, all for environmental awareness and justice.
And here with more on that mission and how you can get involved are Kathy Wine and Kristen Berggren. Ladies, thank you so much for being back with us today.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Great to have you. I love talking about this series. It's a wonderful thing that you put on every single year with partners, of course. So Kathy, first, can you tell us a little bit more about River Action and how this environmental film series really got started?
Yes, we knew that it would be a good idea that sharing information this way is one way of getting people inspired and so on. And we'd had some interest from Tony Singh at the time, Tony Singh's Family Foundation. He'd done a successful series, and he said, we're offering this to you. Can you figure out how to do it? And Kristen, who did it for a long time for the Sierra Club, I knew that. Yeah. This is the perfect pair. We'll be glad to administrate it. Yeah. Kristen can kind of run it.
That's great.
Yeah, so Kristen, that's where you come in. So give us an overview of the series, because it's several weeks starting January 18th, and it's essentially a film every week that you feature.
It's spread out over 7 weeks. There's 6 events, but we start January 18th. We end March 1st. We don't have one February 22nd.
Okay.
Yeah, but we're very excited that we're at a new venue this year. We're at St. Ambrose Galvin Fine Arts Center. So it's going to be bigger and better. Yeah. And we can't wait for it to start.
Well, that was a special treat last year, because I know you had at least one film showing at in that space, and it drew quite a few people, which is wonderful to hear. So Kathy, why do you feel that people should consider attending either part or all of this film series?
Well, again, this is winter. We think of winter as show days, not snow days. It's perfect. It's perfect for settling in a seat, getting some complimentary popcorn, having a magnificent film, because they are. Yeah. And be a part of a community that's like-minded, thinking and things like this. You could leave with some ideas of what you could do, because we all know action is how things happen.
Right.
River action. And action we understand.
It can be inspired.
So so bringing people together with a really fine piece of art, that's a good start.
Yeah, and this all, of course, is very beneficial. So talk about the proceeds and how they'll benefit River Action here from now moving forward.
Well, we do have our administrative staff working on it all the time, but most of the proceeds go into the films and the ones we'll be showing next year.
Oh, that's great. Okay.
And the travel expenses that we have, bringing some of the directors here, some of the authors and so on. So it's not free. That's why we have to charge.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing's free.
Nothing's free, but I will say you guys are offering free admission to students.
Right.
That's
which
right.
is huge. I mean, you know what it's like to be, a student and wanting to be inspired by something, but having that cost, be problematic sometimes. So you've made this, you've made this really available to everybody. Kristen, describe for us how the film also kind of partners with area environmental groups, different clubs. I mean, really, a lot of people get involved.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why we're really excited to be at Galvin too, because we have a wonderful lobby that we're going to take advantage of. So an hour before each movie, we're going to have Enviro Connect, which is going to be a tabling event, and we are inviting environmental and conservation organizations and other partners to be there so that when our audience comes in, we're kind of warming them up for the movie and they're connecting with all these issues that we feel are so important. So we're very excited about that.
All right, I'm very intrigued by the first film that you have as a part of this series. As we mentioned, this starts on Sunday, January 18th. It is called Out There, a National Park Story. So Kristen, can you kind of give us a little bit of a preview of this film?
Sure. Filmmaker, after he graduated from college, wanted to go on a road trip with a friend and thought they would take movies, you know, go to visit as many national parks as possible. But what is really wonderful about this movie is it turned into being more of a story of the people who go to the national parks, the people who work in the national parks, and how much our parks and our public lands means to them. And so that it's a very feel-good movie, and you know, so many people travel to parks and they have memories there that you're going to see on the
It's all about the people.
It's a little bit of a deeper dive, and you put it perfectly, Kristen, and we're going to listen to a little bit here from the trailer.
We found that we were becoming inspired by people just as much as the landscapes themselves. We were learning so much more about these parks through the people we were meeting along the way.
I'm Acadia National Park's trails foreman. It is amazing to know that you're part of a crew that's done this work and all these people are enjoying it.
The national park here in Glacier is just over 100 years old, whereas our Blackfeet Indian people have been here for well over 13,000 years.
There was a lot of fear going in because a lot of people told me I shouldn't be doing it. I shouldn't be alone in the woods as a girl. Fear just shouldn't inhibit you from doing beautiful things.
Incredible film work. Wow.
It is, It is really, really great. And I love that, and you already alluded to that. There are many different stories that are kind of woven into this documentary from what it looks like. Of course, I haven't seen the full thing yet. And Kathy, throughout this entire series, there are oftentimes going to be reflection speakers or folks who are going to be able to talk after the film or do a little Q&A. Why is that something that is important for you all to incorporate?
Well, first of all, sometimes that speaker is going to bring it to us. In other words, how some of those issues would affect the Quad Cities and how there could be a connection there. It's all about connections, and that's one way. Plus, if it is someone who has had something to do with the actual documentary, then all the questions that that you have on how they got it done.
It's exciting.
And the hardships of it and so on.
Very special.
Yeah, I think a lot of people like the behind the scenes of it as well. So there are
there is that.
Yes, there are 6 films as part of the series. You can purchase a season pass for $40. If you want individual tickets, they're $10 each, and as Morgan mentioned, the student tickets are free. If you want to learn more about the films and purchase your tickets, visit qcenvironmentalfilmseries.org. And throughout the series, we are going to have a preview of those films right here on Quad Cities Live. So we're really looking forward to that partnership and opportunity once again for our viewers.
We appreciate that.
Thank you very much for being here. And still to come on QCL today, the easiest plants to grow indoors and how to keep them thriving year-round. We're talking houseplants with an expert from Eve's Garden and Greenhouse next.
Quad Cities Live continues.
Well, if you've been looking to freshen up your space and boost your mood, maybe consider adding some houseplants to your home.
Yeah, and if you're not a plant growing expert, no we need to worry about that. Today we have some simple expert tips on choosing the right houseplants, how to keep them thriving, all stuff we want to know.
Yes, joining us today is Stacy Millett from Eve's Garden and Greenhouse. Stacy, welcome back to the show.
Yeah.
Good to have you here.
Thank you.
Yes, if you need that mood boost, go into Eve's and you will see it. We've just got like a little sampling here. But
this has boosted my mood.
It really has, yes.
As soon as she walked in.
Very much into these plants.
Yes.
All right, so for those of us who maybe don't have a green thumb, me and Morgan, where should we start with indoor houseplants?
Yeah. Just come in to us and we can help you figure out what your level of easy is.
Sure.
So whether you need to water like only once a week or you're good with like a couple times a week, but then in low light or high light.
Yeah.
Those are like the main factors to figure out what you have first, and then just come on in and we can set you up with whichever plant you like and Well, through the greenhouse.
So maybe first, if you're wanting to get a house plant, figure out what part of your house you want it, so you can kind of determine whether or not you have enough light or need a plant that doesn't take as much light.
Yeah. And on that, since you brought so many examples with you today, what are some of the easiest house plants to care for?
So like a spider plant is an easy, a pothos.
Got a few of those.
Aloe vera is a really easy one.
Oh, okay.
Snake plant. All of these I brought today are mostly easy except for maybe the rattlesnake plant and the calathea, which is the purple one. Okay. Would be probably like your stage 2 of house plants.
Okay, so a lot of beautiful options here today when it comes to taking care of house plants and, you know, not being worried that you're going to do something wrong right after you get them. So how do you all at Eaves help customers pick the right plant for their space? What should people, I mean, Kyle already alluded to maybe knowing where you want to put the plant. Is that helpful?
Yes, very helpful, and just the space, and then temperature is a thing too, because if some people want to put it out in their 3-season room that still gets a little cooler. Some plants are going to be less apt to being out there, or some people like to put plants into their bathrooms. So like the orchid would be a perfect plant for that.
Oh, sure, Which, that makes sense. I'm thinking of some of the bathrooms that I've been in that have the orchid plant.
You're right,
so I guess that would make sense. So what's maybe some of the biggest mistakes that people make when it comes to caring for their house plant?
Watering is the biggest issue. Either they don't water enough or they overwater and love the plant too much.
Okay. I shared before the show that the 2 house plants that I've kept alive for more than half a decade now are peace lilies. So just for my peace of mind, how often do they need to be watered inside?
Once a week, generally. Depends on the house.
Like
maybe twice a week if you have a warmer house. So.
Personal question there, but hey, you got peace lilies at home, there you go.
Yeah, well, I have, like, I already told you before we got started which plants I have, and I have some of the easiest to take care of. Even with that said, like the, which plant is this again, the spider?
This is spider.
Spider plant. So I have a few of these. One of them I actually got from my friend Jake Eastburn.
Oh, yes.
It's still alive, Jake. Yes. But you can kind of tell, like, these will let you know for sure.
Oh,
like, they will just, like, they'll just look a little sad, and you're like, oh gosh, okay, I waited a little bit too long.
Need a little love.
Yeah.
So that is good. And there are some really cool things that you all are doing at Eaves right now. Something that I just saw on their Facebook page, they update the Facebook page constantly, is that you are doing a houseplant giveaway, and we still have time to get involved in that.
Yes, till the 16th.
The 16th of January, and this plant specifically is the one that you're giving away.
Yes, it's a goldfish plant, which is an easy plant to take care of.
It's beautiful, and all the little blooms on it look like goldfish. So as soon as we come out here into the kitchen, I'll show you what I'm talking about. There it is, right in front of you, and then you can see these little like goldfish all over. So this is something, just go to their Facebook page if you want to learn how you can get involved in entering to try and win this houseplant, but it is beautiful in person. So.
Yeah, and speaking of caring for your houseplant, you've got many new indoor plant soil mixes available at Eaves as well.
Yes, we just got in our shipment for the year, which has Coast of Maine indoor houseplant mix, which is a really good mix for anybody that's looking to do a variety of houseplants. So.
That's good, yeah. So those are in the store right now. And something that you just told us that you're doing, this is so cute, so I'm just gonna hold it up. You may not be able to see it at home. $5, oops, I killed it. A little coupon here. So can you explain what you guys are doing with these?
So for people that are trying to get into houseplants or just love houseplants but end up killing them, we are trying to work with you guys, and if you bring in your dead houseplant, we will give you this coupon ticket, and you get $5 off the next purchase of any houseplant in our greenhouse.
I mean, that's a really good deal.
Yeah, it really is.
Like, you are just eliminating so much shame.
I was going to say, yeah, you're doing it with no shame at all. You're just helping people out, right?
Yes. Yeah, and if you buy the plant and you buy the pot from us, we even plant it for you, so then we could get you on an even better start.
That is perfect,
that is
because
awesome.
It is helpful to know, like, I've made the mistake in the past of I put a little plant in a little pot. Well, they need a little more space and room to grow. So
yes, they gotta grow.
Definitely worthwhile getting that information. So Eaves Garden and Greenhouse is located at 6227 Northwest Boulevard in Davenport. We have that address on your screen along with the phone number. The business is actually open every day of the week until 5 p.m. To learn more, visit them on the web at eavesgardenandgreenhouse.com. plexadermhouse.com. As always, Stacy, thank you so much for your knowledge.
Yes,
thank you for visiting us today. We appreciate it. Still to come on Quad Cities Live, a skincare product now that visibly reduces under eye bags and wrinkles. We're getting details on a rapid reduction serum called Plexaderm.
You're watching Quad Cities Live.
We are seeing a lot about Plexaderm, either on social media or on TV. They promise to help shrink your under eye bags and hide your wrinkles from view. Well, if you haven't tried it, get ready to be amazed. Today, we are joined by lifestyle consultant Annette Figueroa. Annette, thanks for being here today.
Of course, thank you for having me, and I'm always so happy to talk about Plexaderm. I use it, my dad uses it. This product is amazing.
Yeah, it's always good when you really believe in the product. It's so much easier to share that way. And I want to start, Annette, with some of the most incredible before and afters. We're going to put them up on the screen. Describe what we're seeing here.
Yeah, so you're looking at real people with real problems. And this is the dramatic results that you can expect to see when you use Plexaderm. Not only does it make you look more refreshed, but what I love about it, it's a confidence booster because when you look good, you feel good. You're also looking at Samantha, and she's beautiful, but she has struggled with the under eye puffiness and the little bit of dark circles at a very young age, which can really make you look tired. And look at the dramatic results here. You look refreshed, more youthful, and like you had the best sleep of your life. And to be honest, that's exactly what I use it for, because I don't remember the last time I had an 8 hours night of sleep.
Yeah, truly. And those before and after images are amazing. Like the work that this does is incredible. You wouldn't think that this takes just 10 minutes. Okay, so you hear Plexaderm. If you've never heard of it before, you might think I have to go to a doctor to try this out. This is actually just a topical serum.
Yeah, so it's a simple serum you do in the convenience and privacy of your own home. Just like you said, you're going to apply it to a clean, dry face, and you're going to wait the full 10 minutes. And I always say, take some me time. If you haven't used it before, though, watch this happen or take a before and after picture because you're going to be speechless. It really does turn back the clock. And what it does is it creates an invisible layer that tightens and smooths the skin right before your eyes. They use silicates found in shale clay. I have very sensitive skin. It has never bothered me once. And I call it literally my rise, Plexaderm, and shine because that's what you do once you use it.
Yeah, incredible. And I know you were talking a little bit about the time-lapse video. We just played it again, and it really does show within 10 minutes how big of a difference it makes with just a topical serum. Can you tell us about any studies that may have been done on Plexaderm? I know there have been a couple of recent studies.
Absolutely. So 2 studies in February 2019, one on the effectiveness, the other one how long it lasted. We saw an 80% reduction around the eye area. That is the top reason why people use Plexaderm. A 74% reduction around the mouth area and an 85% reduction around the forehead area. That's actually where I use it. And I had done an internet search. How to get rid of the forehead lines? It said pretty much by injection only. Well, I think you need to give Plexaderm a try first. And how long it lasts? Up to 10 hours as long as you don't get it wet. So stay out of the rain, don't jump in the pool, and you're good to go.
Okay, that's wonderful. And it works on the wrinkles too. So I think that's a question that everyone has. Obviously, we all want to take care of our under eye bags and our dark circles, but the fact that it also can work on wrinkles and 10 hours is a really long time. I mean, that's longer than a work day for most of us.
Yeah, so it is up to 10 hours, but let me tell you, when I use Plexaderm, it works for me most of the day.
Wow.
And another thing that I love to tell people is it works incredible with water-based cosmetics. Make sure it's water-based, but also less makeup because you have less to cover up, which is my favorite part.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, because you want everyone with under eye bags and wrinkles to give this a try, you actually have a really great trial offer for the people that are watching us today.
Yes, we have an incredible offer. We have a 6-day, 6-application trial pack for $14.95. Free shipping, 30-day money-back guarantee. All you have to do is call 1-800-694-7019. This is for men, women, anybody that wants to look more youthful, feel like themselves, step out with confidence. Plexaderm will do just that.
Awesome. Okay, well, we just put the QR code up on the screen so that folks could utilize that. And of course, giving our viewers a chance to take the Plexiderm 10-minute challenge, as we talked about. Well, today, just as Annette was talking about, you can try it. Again, $14.95 with free shipping. All you have to do is visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen. It's the number that Annette was just talking about. So again, that's plexidermtrial.com, and there's the phone number for you, 1-800-694-7019. Again, 10 minutes a day. You put it on, you go make yourself a cup of coffee, and Annette, it sounds like we're just ready to get on with our day at that point.
Yes, absolutely, and with confidence.
All right. Well, Annette, thank you so much for joining us today and telling us all about it.
Thank you so much for having me, Morgan.
Of course. Coming up, our wins of the weekend, including some downtime with family throughout holiday break. All right, it is Monday,
yes,
if you can believe it. Time for our wins of the weekend. It's like that time of year where the days kind of run together a little bit.
They really do, especially that time between Christmas and New Year's. I found myself thinking, what day is it?
What time is it? What am I doing?
Exactly.
Where should I be?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, that's a good example. So my win of the weekend, it kind of like runs into that. Like we've been doing kind of a lot of nothing,
yes,
which has been great because Darby was on winter break from school up until today. But we saw that new Zootopia 2 movie in theaters on Friday afternoon after she had a little dance class, and then we went straight to the movie theater. And I knew I was going to like this one because I liked the first one.
Oh, the first one's so good.
And it's so fun to see it in the movie theater.
Yeah.
And we went to the big one over off of like 53rd.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's super comfy. Like for anyone who's never been there, it's the comfiest movie theater. I love it. So it was a lot of fun.
I think that we're gonna do that too. Coming up here with the kids, it'll be their second time. They went to the Putnam one, the giant screen. So this will be their first time, and we'll be seeing Zootopia soon. So looking forward to it. Got rave reviews from Morgan and Darby. All right, so for us, we spent the weekend.
Oh, good.
We went to the Winter Lights at the Botanical Center.
Oh, good.
And it was incredible. There's Carson. He was guiding us with his map in the scavenger hunt. We found everything in the scavenger hunt, and there's the three of them. Of course, it was very cold Saturday night when we went, but I tell you what, there were a lot of people there because it was the last weekend for it, and those folks at the Botanical Center did a fantastic job, paid close attention to detail. Highly recommend for next year. It was amazing.
Yeah, they do a great job. Well, that is awesome.
Yeah.
And we want to thank everybody for watching today.
Yes, so we appreciate it, and we'll be back here tomorrow. But Jeopardy is coming up next, followed by your local news and weather coming up at 4. We'll see you tomorrow.